Hello, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Brian.
And this is Brian versus Brian, episode 147, The Faculty. You know, this is a 1998 release. This might have been the beginning of the heavy use of the word "the."
Yeah.
The Faculty. Directed by Robert Rodriguez, which really surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that name at the end, I was like, what? Okay. The Robert Rodriguez?
And written by Kevin Williamson. They wanted the Scream guy.
Yeah, Scream. What's that other one I mentioned to you? That was with choice with this. Faculty.
I Know
Placid,
You Did Last Summer. Is
yeah.
Also Kevin Williamson.
And Halloween H2O.
Mm-hmm.
He reworked a lot of that script, but I think they didn't credit him because of you have to write 33%,
right,
or something. He just made it not suck ass, is what I heard from the, changed it enough. But yeah, pretty cool. 1998, lots of motherfuckers in this, dude. Mm-hmm. You see, I haven't seen it in years, and when we started watching, I was like, oh, this guy. Jordana Brewster, Clea Duvall, Laura Harris, Josh Hartnett, of course, Sean Hattasey, Famke Janssen, Pipper Laurie, Bebe Neuwirth. These are some names. Damn. These are some Gen X kids, man. They're flower child parents over here. Frickin'
Bebe.
Pipper Laurie, Bebe Neuwirth, Robert Patrick. Here's where we get into the boomers. Usher Raymond, Jon Stewart, Elijah Wood. Jon Stewart, this might be the biggest role I've ever seen Jon Stewart do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I'm sure there's some obscure comedy he's in that I've never seen, but yeah, I think this is
this is a lot.
The only one that I can think of. Yeah.
I mean, he's in Half Baked, but it's not much at all.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty good in this. We'll get to that later. Elijah Wood, of course. It's crazy. Out of everybody in this movie, Elijah Wood has the career.
Yeah.
Just because of one movie, really. But, well, yeah, like, Flipper and stuff. That's pretty good.
That's a classic.
When you get Flipper, dude, you're making it. December 25th, 1998. Yeah, Christmas.
Damn.
Coming this Christmas.
Great Christmas movie.
The school isn't what it seems. A feel-good holiday tale from Dimensions Pictures. The men that brought you Scream. What's the new girl's name? Mary Beth is the new girl at school. Something's not quite right. Join us this Christmas. Yeah, that's a weird thing. I guess it underperformed. 50 million budget, 63.2 million box office. They really expected this to get some Scream numbers, and you could tell this just got a lot of Scream-ness in it.
Totally,
like this.
Yeah.
This was turned down many times, but until Scream hit, and they're like, dude, we could scream this up. We could scream this out. We could scream this around town, baby. This could scream us a new level. And then Scream was so big. And so some people think it's because they released it on Christmas. It's like, yeah, that's probably has something to do with it.
It has something to do with it, definitely.
People are looking for a holiday flick, not a fucking sci-fi. I guess you would call this a horror movie.
Yeah.
I'd really call it more of a sci-fi movie, but whatever it is, I remember I loved it.
Yeah, me too. This is not the first time I've seen this, that's for sure. I used to watch this a lot growing up.
Yeah, it's really different. It had a cool tone. It's like all at night almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's all like in the school. You don't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty different. So
yeah, now that you say that, I'm like reflecting on it. Yeah, the only time you leave the school is you go to Zeke's garage, and you go to Casey's
Elijah Wood's house.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, so it starts with Robert Patrick being a just total asshole on the football field, right? Hey, you motherfucker!
Yeah, you pussy pukes or whatever he's calling.
Yeah, you pussy pukes. And then you get rid of the rock, boy. And then that one kid turns around and, you know what? I'm gonna beat him up. Fuck it. He's got that look in his eye, and you can see Usher's like, "No, don't do it, man. Don't do it, man.
Not worth it, bro.
And they leave. And so who is that? Yeah, Robert Patrick is Coach Willis, and he's on the ground. He's just super pissed. He flips over a
Yeah, he
thing.
runs over the fucking the bench and just
flips
throws
over
it
the
up.
bench with all the water. Flips over another thing. He's just looking around for more things.
He's kicking sprinkler heads. He's just,
Yeah, Sprinkler tries to come up, steps it down, puts it in, and he tries to come up again, steps it down. It's like, bro, the sprinkler ain't stopping unless the water pressure stops, man. What are you doing here? And there's ones around you that will go off. It's like you're just pissed at this one sprinkler head. You're gonna get wet. All right, you just leave the field, bro. Okay. And then shows him. I don't know what he's done. He's like on his knees cleaning up what he made the mess of, or something. And there's a shadow, a person. We get a POV shot coming over, trying to insinuate it could be one of the kids coming back. So you better have a good reason for come over here or something. Somebody's running laps all fucking day. And then he turns around. What did he say? Like, who are you? Or
like, what do you want? Or
what do
like
you
a
want?
surprise
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So maybe he didn't know them. But then I can't remember. Do they show any kind of confrontation there? Like a no, or just
No, I think they just fade out. Yeah.
just that, huh? And then they go to the school and they start screaming it / I know what you summered it up real quick. Showing everybody's like name as they do something. I don't remember who was the first one introduced.
Oh wait, I think we're skipping over the whole intro because I think
Oh God,
plays into
yeah.
the principal thing. She's like,
We got
they're
that
in
first.
the
Yeah.
faculty lounge, and she's telling everyone what the things that they can't get, and then they all leave, and then Robert Patrick comes in and attacks the principal.
You look very pretty today. Like this is, you get the sense that this has happened before
Yeah.
from her.
You drunk again?
Yeah, it's like, does he get drunk and like throw himself onto you at school? And obviously he's not drunk
Yeah.
because you could smell it or something, if he gets that drunk. He's not drunk. And you keep saying it, and you're face to face with him. Yeah. So the principal, that's Mrs. Burke? Was that her name? Was that the principal?
I think so.
I
Sounds
think so.
right.
And then he's chasing her around. What did he do? Oh yeah, do you have a pencil?
Yeah, he stabbed her. Yeah, with the pencil.
Stabbed her through the hand really slowly. Which I don't get. I don't get why they choose to like injure people like this.
Yeah, there's a lot of things on my.
There's no gains to it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
He stabs her through the hand. She slices his face. They're chasing through the school. She tries to get out and realizes, he's chained the door shut. Like every door shut with a big chain. That's a lot of work, dude, for one fucking capture / kill. And later we find out how easy it is to, full disclosure, full spoiler alerts. It's a fucking alien. Okay? That has a parasite inside of it, and they could transfer it to other people and duplicate and all these different things we'll learn later. But so we know he could easily just spit a little thing in her ear, just
Done.
Just a little done. Go around locking every door, cutting her hand open. I think it's because they have some history, right? It seems like they get to keep a lot of their memories.
Yeah.
So they get some of their personality, but not all of it, because like on multiple occasions, like he stabs her in the hand. I've always wanted to do that. Like they hate this principal bitch. I think they're just like they really don't like her, and I think fuck it, let's just fuck around with her a little bit. And she tries to get out the front door, and there's this older lady. I don't remember her name. Oh no, it was Principal Drake. Was the
Principal Drake.
Yeah. So I don't remember
Mrs.
It's hard.
Olsen is the older lady.
The older lady.
Yeah, Mrs. Olsen.
She's at the door, and she looks very old at this point. Later on, when she's reintroduced, I didn't even. I was like, "Is that the same character?" It's like everyone gets sexier and cooler.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once,
They get a do-over.
yeah,
Makeover.
like but hers is the most dramatic. I was like, "What is that? The same person, dude?" And she's like, "Oh my God, he's in here. He's trying to get me." And she's like, "Mrs. What was it, Olsen?
Yeah.
Oh no, let me go get help. No, just stay here. Talk to me. That'll help me. Talk me down. If I have a clear head, maybe I won't get murdered. Talk me down.
Oh my
Please just let me go get help. You don't fucking leave. Okay, I'll just watch." Like through the little crack. And then unlock the door. I don't have my keys. They're in my car. I'll go get them. Don't leave. I told you already. And then how does she get out? Does she?
She like runs back to her office and
Oh,
grabs
yeah,
the
yeah.
keys and then runs back in time to unlock it.
Yeah, unlocks it in time and shuts it on him as he's trying to get through. Locks it, and then what did she have? Was it a knife?
I think it was scissors.
Oh yeah, and she starts stabbing her in the stomach. Ugh, I've always wanted to do that. No one likes the principal. Yeah, and that's kind of our
The faculty.
cold open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, it does that. What is it? What does it start? What's the song it starts with? Fucking
A shitty
tries to-
cover of Another Brick on the Wall, I think.
no.
No?
It's the
Offspring. Yeah, yeah. The
Yeah.
kids are all right or whatever, yeah.
It's like it's trying so hard to get this scream crowd, bro. And I was like, all right, man, football, Offspring, dude. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Kids are all right, man. Stayed home and smoked a lot of pot. Whoa, I do that sometimes. All right. This movie knows me, man. Yeah. The Brick in the Wall one was a little whack, but the Offspring, at least they got the little song. Yeah, so then we go to the school. Boom. Then we start doing this weird shit with the cover song, and we got their names popping up. I think the jock guy was probably the first one. He's coming into the school, right? Fuck, trouble remembering their names.
I know there's a lot
Zeke?
of fucking
No,
characters.
that's not Zeke. Yeah. Was that one was Stan, right?
Yeah, Stan.
Yeah, Stan. It's like in bloodstained writing. And he's like going over, and he's like, what was his girlfriend's name? Delilah?
Yeah, Delilah.
Delilah, what are you doing tonight, I gotta write a new thing for the paper, Stan, okay? It's called being the
Editor-in-chief or something.
Yeah, look it up, bro. And then he goes to kiss her, which is weird. Like, he goes to kiss her, but then there's never much of a relationship throughout the movie later.
Yeah.
Establishing that they're like boyfriend and girlfriend. Other than that, they're kind of they talk, right?
Yeah.
But they don't seem like they're dating. It's just kind of strange. And then she goes to kiss me. I don't think so. These are something Saint Velour lips. It takes 75 minutes to apply. And it's like, okay.
Jesus.
And then it's like, Delilah. Like the bitch. It's like, they should have had their the nerd,
The jock. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so on the nose. And then fucking Zeke, man, he comes up. I think, do they do his at the trunk or while he's holding? Like, yeah, he's at the trunk. Cause what do you got, man? This is it's got Jennifer Love Hewitt and Nev Campbell naked, full frontal, and he's got the VHS tapes. They're like, we'll take him, man. He hands him. And then he's like, I don't know, he's selling the fucking crap in a pen. is fake cocaine just made out
Oh
of
yeah,
freaking.
I think the VHS is later on when the teacher
Yeah.
like comes up.
I
I think
thought so because I think for his he's holding the pens like
yeah,
this.
he's in the bathroom. I think because it starts in a funny way because he has fake IDs and it's the guy from that
Oh yeah,
70s
yeah.
show. He's like, this
The
doesn't even look
rapist.
like me. He's like, they'll work, trust me.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Do you want him or not, man?
Come on, Zeke.
What does he call the stuff, man? You got any fuck. I don't
Oh
remember
yeah, what does he call it? I don't remember.
the twack. Oh man, I'll figure it out later. But they want some of that too. I think he hands it out. Zeke, the drug dealer. Josh Hartnett. I don't know why he was such a heartthrob. I was saying that to Jesse, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's so hot." And I was like, "Look, he's got some weird features." And his hair, every
always
movie,
messed
it's like it's got this. He's got a cowlick in the back. It's like they never do it.
Yeah.
Why? No, it's cool. It's hot. Looks like he just got out of bed.
Yeah, that's his
I
style.
was like, what? You've never seen Josh Hartnett without a cowlick. It's
Yeah.
like you don't know. You don't know what he looks like with hair done. No one does.
I think the first time I ever saw him without that hair was Sin City because I think it's slicked back in Sin City. He's like wearing that nice tux. I'm like, oh, so that's what you look like without fucking bed hair.
I don't even remember him in Sin City.
Yeah, it's like really moral.
Yeah, Summer Phoenix says "fuck you, girl." John Abrams says "fuck you, boy." They just keep showing this couple. It just keeps cussing each other out and slapping each other.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So who was that one? Who's the goth? What the hell was her name? Stokely.
Yeah, Stokely. Stokes.
Stokes. Oh yeah, and she runs into the jock kind of runs. I don't know. She runs into the jock. Walk much? Stokes. I was like, walk much, bro. That's totally 1998.
I do like the second time though because they run into each other again in the hallway, and she's like, "Buy yourself a fucking eye dog, or whatever." It's like if you didn't,
yeah,
make up your eyes shut.
that's fucking good. Which is ironic because she has the type of face that's like her eyes are kind of squinty and shut a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else she's been in, but she's pretty damn familiar from that time. Oh yeah, then we got Selma Hayek in this. I was like, what the fuck?
Forgot about Selma Hayek.
People just keep popping up. So from there, what happened?
I do like Casey's intro because the jocks pick him up and slam his balls into the flagpole. It's like Jesus.
Yeah, well, that wasn't the first thing. They show his name earlier.
Oh yeah, he gets elbowed in the nose or something, and he falls down, and it's like Casey. I was like, Jesus.
Yeah. He's such a little dude.
Yeah.
Freaking Elijah Wood. he's the guy from Not Another Teen Movie. He's the quintessential guy with the camera.
Yeah.
The guy with the camera. Why are you so creepy and have a camera? So, yeah, our first victim was like, we got the Robert Patrick, got Coach Willis, then we got the principal, obviously the older lady, Miss Olson. So she must have been the real first one, I guess, because I assume Robert Patrick was the first one. And then he got Miss Olson.
I think so.
Yes. And then they get Burke, or not Burke, but Principal Drake. Then what the hell happens next? How do we get to some interesting things here?
I think the first big kind of plot thing, I think there's just like character stuff in the beginning, but I think the first like plot thing is Casey finds some sort of little organism bug on the football field.
Really? We just go right into it, huh? It's just that quick? Fuck.
Well, I don't think it's like I don't think it cuts to that. I'm just saying like before that, I think it's just a bunch of characters like, Stan saying that he doesn't want to play football anymore. The lesbian stuff where Mary Beth tries to befriend Stokes, and then Delilah shows up and like, don't talk to her. She's a lesbo. And then
why would you talk to her?
Stuff like that.
I'm new here. Well, she's a lesbian, so Good luck, idiot,
Good.
bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's. I love when what's his name, Casey. You know, you're a real. And so he's gonna call her a bitch. The Mary Beth, not the Mary Beth, the Delilah character. What? She catches him. Real nice person when you're not being a grade A bitch. And then this character is so wonky and fucked up. Are you hitting on me? Because he called her a bitch. She's so used to being treated so shittily and like by guys. He's like, no. He's like, because if you are, I might be interested. And it's like, what the fuck? And he's like, no, I'm just saying you're kind of a nice person. Sometimes this not being one of them.
Oh my god.
It was so funny, that part. Just switches up. Are you hitting on me? What? I had to bring that up. Yeah, he finds a fucking. What is he doing? He's out there eating lunch, and at the football field, and Coach Willis sees him. Hey, boy, what are you doing out here? I don't remember your name, but I've seen you around. Yeah, I go to school here. Can't you tell by the camera I have? I have a camera. Like, what fucking... Yeah, I don't know. I never saw one kid with a camera walking around school. I don't know. That must have been a weird school I went to. But, what are we doing here? I'm eating my lunch. He's like, this ain't a cafeteria, boy. I realize that now. Sorry. Starts walking back. Like, hey, turns around. Get out of here. Oh! He starts doing a stupid ass jog run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like, you ever thought about playing football? And he's like, no, I don't see the idea of I don't like to run unless I'm being chased. And then he scares him off.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's some weird stuff with Robert Patrick constantly like in the sprinklers and drinking waters and
oh yeah, the Jon Stewart. He's like, "What's with Coach Willis? Drink a lot of fucking water. Like, what's going on there?"
This guy's thirsty. And they don't really necessarily show too much about other people. Like he's over about it. Like he'll be standing in the middle of the fucking sprinkler system and like nobody will notice this, and he's just
his hands crossed.
Yeah, just get soaked, baby.
Those tentacles are just. He's
just like, when I said that, I was like, man, they don't really emphasize anybody else having the water issue but him. Then they showed that older lady, Olsen. Yeah. And they showed her getting a cup of water from him and splashing it. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. So they find this organism, and I love this trope in 90s movies. It's so good. I love it. I miss it, man. And Goosebumps books too. This always happened in Goosebumps books. So you find some scientific discovery, or you think, and in this case, it was just like this little, I don't know, fucking amoeba carcass thing. First thing you do is you got to bring it to the science fucking teacher.
Yeah.
Of your middle school, grade school, or high school, because that's the guy who's gonna know his shit. The science teacher is going to tell you it's a new species. He's going to help you categorize it. He's going to have a hypothesis about where it could have come from, did come from. You're going to prove that hypothesis. And it's like all this from the science teacher.
Yeah.
The science teachers around the world are just sitting there inventing things, using the power of deduction to get things done. And it's like, it's so funny to me. It's like, one minute you're teaching 7th graders, next minute they're like, you're right, it's a new species. We gotta test all the properties and all this shit. I'm like,
give me that microscope.
Yeah, microscopes, and it's like, dude, they act like these guys are like working for the World Health Organization or something. They're just they're in the science, dude. They're just giving out packets. That's
Yeah.
what they're doing. and this is back in the day when the answers were still in the book. Don't turn to the back of the book. Okay? Whatever you do. Oh, it's so funny.
And on top of that, they have another awesome cliche, which is that Zeke is the burnout. I think they even say he's a
knows something.
He's a repeat senior or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he actually knows something in that scene. He's in the back room. That's a water-based organism. What?
And then I love it when he's like comes up and takes the fucking microscope for let me see here, and he just lets him. All right, Zeke. I mean, he is a super senior. He has seniority. He's been here almost as long as I have. Yep, that looks like a new creature to me.
So good.
I've never seen anything like this in my whole science career.
Oh shit.
What did he do to fucking? Oh, it got a little wet, right, on the counter. Is that what happened?
Someone spilled a glass of water or something. It's like,
oops! Hey, watch out! We got a species here. Watch out, man. And he's like, I wonder, what are you doing? Water seems to have revitalized it. It could be an amoeba's life form. You think so? And Usher's like, if you put it in there, won't it drown? We'll see. Science. We're going to find out. Bill Nye, the science guy. And then he drops it in the water, and what do you know it? It becomes CG.
Yeah.
Becomes CG, has some little red tentacles. Well, how did it replicate? Oh, he went in there. He's like, what are you doing? He puts his hand in there with a glove. What are you doing? Well, it seems to have changed form. I need to feel it. Why?
I think it's something about a prostate. I'm like, what?
he was kidding about that. He said, I'm gonna do prostate exam. He's like, what? No, it's changed shape. I need to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to feel its texture. Why? I can imagine what it feels like. It looks slimy.
Yeah.
Assume it's slimy and soft. It's got tentacles and shit now, dude. You want to touch it? He goes in there, touches it, and it like immediately splits.
Mm-hmm.
Becomes two. Oh my god, it can replicate itself. And he's like,
my god.
My god. Oh. Starts pulling a fucking Dr. Angelo. My research. So yeah, and then it has like shitty shit. The CG is pretty bad.
Yeah,
it's got some shitty CG, and it's got like shows it, and it's got these things that grab its mouth and open its mouth to like another alien mouth inside, very alien like mouth out of mouth, very creepy, and then it bites his hand. Son of a bitch! Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know. From there, from there we get to the closet.
Yeah, I think the next big plot thing is Delilah and Casey going into the faculty lounge, and getting stuck in the closet.
I don't remember why they went in the faculty lounge.
She's still trying to like look for
the big scoop
or something in the faculty lounge.
Digging for that scoop. They keep all the secrets in the faculty lounge.
And I love Casey because he's like, "Hey, I found a new organism that's sitting in the science lab." She's like, "Now." It's like, why?
He was going to read about that.
That's pretty big news.
Stupid.
Yeah. You hitting on me?
It's like, you remember what I said about the bitch thing? Now's one of those times.
Yeah.
Anyways, they go in there looking for the scoop, right? Oh, they're all looking for the scoop. Look, this guy drinks. They found the flask. Everybody's known that since freshman year. Duh. And then what else did they find? That's like one other
pills or something. There's like a pill vial. One of the
everybody knows Nurse whatever's on something. And it's like, okay, that's not a scoop either, I guess. And then they're coming in the who is it that comes in? Olsen and Coach Willis come in, and they got to hide in the closet. Oh wait, yeah. Before this, we do see that one lady. I don't remember who it was, but that guy Stan's taking a shower.
Oh yeah. That's right.
So we get that little bit, and then what's his name? Casey's in there getting picked on like always.
Like Usher of all people.
Yeah, little Usher just fucking slides, woo, across the floor. He's looking at. What's he call him, man? He calls him like a. He is a fucking ridiculous insult he uses. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You little. Oh yeah, what's an anal probe? What are you doing? You little anal probe. Pisha, A-Town. And yeah, and he's like sees Stan, gets the daps from him. Yeah, fuck this kid. What's dap up Stan? Hey, what's up, Stan? You're cool though. And they leave. It must suck being you. You have no idea. My demons. Okay? It's not easy being the cool kid. He goes to take a shower. And he's taking a shower. This never happened at my schools either. No one ever fucking took the shower, bro. Full naked in the shower.
No.
Never.
Very few
Never saw it.
people. Yeah.
I never saw it happen anywhere
Yeah.
ever.
There's
No
a couple
one.
people after gym that would take a shower, but it wasn't very. It was like maybe
Full
one
on
person that I knew. Oh yeah.
Naked school shower? Naked school shower, bro? Nuh-uh.
Some people sweat in the
like-
gym, man. Some people sweat.
I gotta do it, baby. Just going at it, man. You got the bar on like the soap on a rope.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
We definitely didn't have showers like that though. Ours was just a wall with a fucking spigot at the top. There was no like his was like they had like 17 poles in this huge room that he was pulling.
yeah, I had
Damn.
that one in middle school. There's like the
Mhm.
center one. I had like 5 coming off of that.
Oh,
Like you're also
gotcha.
supposed to hold hands and spin around it and shit. I was like, whoa, man, this is weird, dude. The
Yeah.
times are changing. So yeah, and then you see some feet trodden in on the wet floor, and they're fucking nasty.
Yeah,
right?
pretty
They're
gross.
they're all boiled and stuff. And then we pan up, and it's like, I think she's naked, but you know, it shows her like shoulders and stuff.
Yeah.
And she's it's the chick from The Shining, pretty
Pretty
much.
say it's very Shining reminiscent. Yeah.
It's very Shining-esque, the tub chick. Hey, what are you doing, man?
my
and
dick's
then-
out, man.
Yeah. And then what's his name comes around the corner, Casey. Hey, Casey, get out of here, man! Like he's worried about him more than the grotesque lady. I can handle it, man. Get out of here! It's about to score, man.
Oh my god.
Are you looking at my dick, dude? Get out of here! He's just so concerned with Casey. Man. Do you don't need any help?
Oh my
No, man.
God.
It's just a zombie. Get the fuck out of here!
Oh shit.
And I don't know why, but he's like, she comes up to him and he's like grabs her head. Right? He's got his hands on her hair,
Yeah.
and then it just comes off her scalp.
So nasty.
Ah! Like that was some good body horror. I wish they would have done all this in practical stuff, man, because none of it's too complicated.
Yeah.
Could have easily got away with some more practical, and it would have been definitely help it age better. Then we're going to, yeah, he goes and it's funny. Does he tell anybody about it?
Yeah, because she ends up in the closet at some point. So they had to
Yeah,
tell
but I don't-
somebody.
I don't remember too much business about it after that. Before the faculty lounge, obviously someone got told because I remember they were like, "Oh, she has cancer. She's on
Right,
a lot
right.
of pills, so she's very sick. Okay, causes her to zombify." So that was perfectly normal. But anyways, back to the janitor closet. They're hiding in there, or the faculty closet. Then Coach Willis and Olson come in. They're speaking, and then they think no one's around. So it's like, we have to be careful. The climate, it's very hot. And they're talking about that lady. I don't remember her name. Her body couldn't handle it. It was too old.
Oh yeah.
or something. Couldn't handle the something. I don't know. And they're talking about alien stuff. How many people have you infected? I don't know. How many do you plan to infect this weekend? I don't know. How's your Christmas going? Pretty good. And then the nurse Harper comes in, Selma Hayek. And she's like been sick this whole time. Oh, I'm so sick. Oh, I have to take all these pills because I feel not very good. Like, why don't you go home? No, stupid. I'm saving my sick days for when I feel better. It's like, I'm just here to get everyone sick.
Highly selfish of you, by the way, doctor.
Yeah, you're a nurse. And anyways, what happens? She taking her pills and whatnot. Somehow she gets on this like chair / because she's laying down. Did she go to lay down? No, I think she went to sit. Right?
I think they like corner, like they stand,
pushed her over there.
Yeah, I think they like grab her and throw her onto the couch.
Yeah, and then he kind of goes over her.
Oh, that's right, because they like approach her and she hits the because I remember the closet door shutters closing on them.
Oh yeah,
I think they like threw her onto the couch. That's right.
Yeah, and then they got to reopen them.
Yeah.
It's like
I need to see.
Yeah, I got to see what's going on. I don't know if that's the best idea. Reopen them. Press your luck here. And then he hangs over her and he like into her ear or which was it this time?
Yeah, it was her
ear.
Yeah, he like spits out a fucking
spits one in her ear, and then she becomes one. Then they get all scared. I'm like, oh no, little ear thing. What are we seeing? So then the dead lady's body, the one who got scalped from The Shining, is in the closet. They didn't notice the smell. They didn't notice anything. It was hiding behind a coat, and all of a sudden, falls over. Ah! And they all look at the closet. They all go over there. I think they push him out of the way. They escape.
Yeah, they just like strongman their way out of there.
Yeah, they escape. And then they see the principal. This is the first time the principal's been back, and she's a little bit sexier. Mm-hmm. She's a little bit.
Everyone gets sexy, yeah.
A little bit facultied, And she's there's this dead body in there. It's what's her name? And they did it to the nurse. It's really. And then they're all standing there, 3 in the hall.
Yeah, always with the arms crossed. She has her hands on her hips.
All 3 of them. He should have the T2 thing.
Oh yeah, that would've been awesome.
Well, finger waggle. Well, let's hear it from them, man. Anyways, they get a bad vibe on it and run from her too. Like, let's bail. So they leave, and then they come back. What's this? Oh, Casey comes back with his mom and dad with Shooter McGavin. His dad is Shooter McGavin. Hey, my son says there was a dead body in that closet. We need to check that closet. It's like, and he has like the police with him, but they're like in the back. Yeah. Like the dad's running the show. Mm-hmm. Like, we need to open that closet up. The police don't say anything. They're just kind of back in his play, which is really weird.
Yeah. Let's shoot him McGavin.
And, yeah. Hey, let's shoot him McGavin. We're going to open the closet. Hey, what are you going to do, man? Oh, God. What are you going to do? And yeah. And it's funny, like, Coach Willis is trying to, I think while they're leaving, I just love the part where he's trying to butter up to get the dad on the good side. Hey, Casey, you're pretty fast running through them halls the other day. Real fast. We could use somebody like you. You hear that, son? I said you're fast. Good job. All right. You're all right, Coach Willis. Thanks. Shoot him,
Oh,
McGavin.
So good.
And well, there's no body in here in the closet. Is this a CPR doll? No, they put that in there. They planted it in there. No, we did no such thing, officer. And I like how it's they can't get a hold of the girl. She never says anything at this point. Delilah, but we don't know where she at. They try to get a hold of her, can't get a hold of her. And yeah, I think they just think he's crazy at that point. And why did the cop needs to go into her office to use the phone. The principal said use the phone of the principal to call the girl. And they're gonna see, right, if the story corroborates. Well, she was a part of this. We have to call her. She's like, "Oh, you use the phone in my office," and then the door closes. Of course, she's right there. And then you see like a kind of a rustle and bustle of the two shadows behind the patented frosted glass. Mm-hmm. There was no frosted glass in any of my school I ever went to. It was all clear. Yeah. Everything's frosted. It's privacy. And then they come out and the cop's like, nothing to see here. Everything's fine. They got him! Damn it! They got him too. And then it's like, what the mom say? His mom said something, and the principal's like, well, if you come into my office and speak to me in private, I'd love to go over that with you. No, Mom, please. Okay, yeah. I'll go see the doctor. Anything you want. Can we just leave? And they do. And they go back to the home. And then shoot him, McGavin's going through all the shit, and Mom's like, check the spines of the books. That's where they hide the drugs. That's what they said on Dateline. And he's going through, he's like ripping his like school book apart. That's government property, Dad. Like, damn it. Where are you hiding the stuff? What are you on? Uppers, downers, shooters, poppers. They're looking for drugs, and they think he's crazy. You know what? You are this close. Don't push me, son. You just lost your privileges. That's it. Your phone, this cordless telephone, gone. Internet. And he takes some box. He takes a box from the computer. Apparently, it was the internet. I don't know. Like, you keep the modem in his room? I don't know what that was, that box.
They just need to give him some sort of prop.
Yeah. Internet, gone. This is the internet. He's holding it. And, 1998 internet wasn't that great anyways. When you're just IMing, really. I don't even think you can maybe ask Jeeves a couple stupid questions or something.
You had to wait over 2 minutes for a page to load anyway.
Yeah. Maybe E-Bomb's World was around at that point. Maybe watching rudimentary stick figures kill each other.
Yeah.
Awesome!
That was so good. Watched a lot of E-Bomb's World.
Watch that fly humping shit.
Oh, yeah.
Fly guy. I did this to your mama. Your mama! Yeah!
Oh, my God.
That's great. Yeah, so and then he has to sneak out. He's like, man, I gotta go talk to Delilah. Why didn't she back my play? Where is she? What's going on? And he leaves out his window. Of course, he's upstairs. What makes him fall? Did he see them and then he fell? Or
I think so. Yeah, I think he saw the silhouette.
He sees the silhouettes of them. So Olsen, the principal, and Willis standing there. Right? Yeah, I think it was those three. Even though they had the nurse at that point too, they didn't include her in the creepiness. So he falls. Oh, rolls off. Ooh, and then I think one of them comes up to him and he's like, and then his dad's behind him. What? They're here, and then they're not there. I don't know if they're really there or not.
Yeah, that was a really confusing scene. I was like,
yeah,
what?
I don't know. Why couldn't they just be there? That would have been better. Just make it very obvious that they were really there. They were like about to. That's why I thought it was strange. It's like, what are they coming to just like infect his parents and him right then? Mm-hmm. But Oh shit, he saw us. Fuck it. Plans off.
Go
Try
invisible.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, try again some other day. And then the dad brings him. Oh my god, I forgot. When they're doing the losing privileges in the
Oh yeah.
internet, his pornos. Pornos under the bed.
She's like whispering it, like you can say it out loud. It's fine.
And he lifts the bed, and the top one when they show it is just boob. It's named Boob. Boob. And then at the scene when he's outside a little bit later and catches him out there, he's got the Boob magazine in his hand wrapped up. And I was like, what does he do with that? He could have easily put these away by now. He's like, I was about to tug my pug. What are you doing out here? I was reading your Boob magazine. I just thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
What can the porn magazine? How about Boob? It's called
Stupid.
Boob December issue. Yeah, Boob. And then they go back to school. Is this when I think they have a fucking like a meeting, right? And Delilah's back at school. Then they have they're none of these guys are really buddies, yet somehow they're all chilling in this I think they're in the science room, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember because Casey goes to the library and him and Stokes have a conversation about sci-fi movies and alien invasions or whatever. And then after that conversation, they both split. I think Casey goes with Delilah and Stokes goes with Stan, and they both have their own conversations or something. And then it all culminates with them all in the science room because it all kind of goes back to the organism. I think that's how it plays out, but I know there's definitely a scene in the library with Stokes and Elijah Wood or Casey talking about like alien invasions and whatnot.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, the amoeba's gone. Oh no. No, you probably just sent it off to the university, for studies and stuff. He's really good at science and things. And yeah, they're all together. And then I think Zeke comes in. Oh yeah, because he's like making out with the new girl.
Oh yeah.
Kind of. What was her name again? Mary Beth. In the fucking storage room. It's like, this is where I get my stuff. She's like, so you borrow your stuff from the whatever closet? And he's like, I like to think of it as stealing. And then they gets creepily close and do this kind of kiss where it's just the lightest little.
Mm-hmm.
Did you feel that? And then they hear some arguing and some alien banter, and he's like, oh, you hear that? That's funny. So he walks in on their conversation. Make no sense. He's acting like he's I don't know, her or an alien or something, and then I was saying, just kidding, idiots. Casey, you're such a fucking nerd, dude. Fuck, bro. I was like, what? He never really showed him as being much of a bully up until that point, or really caring about what anybody does. And then all of a sudden he's like, fucking idiots. Little dipshit.
Alien shit, man.
Oh, man. So he gets in there. And they're all talking about it. He explains this plan or this hypothesis to Zeke for no fucking reason. Well, this is why we think it. Let me in on it. And then Jon Stewart comes in. What's going on in here? And then they explain, Casey thinks that school's been overtaken by aliens, and they're infecting the whole staff and the students. Really? Turns and locks the door. Puts down the shade. Yeah. Really? Aliens. And then what does he first do? He goes up to Zeke?
I think it's Zeke. This is the first one he fucks with.
And grabs him. And what does he do? Like, does the things show up on his face, or do they tentacle out? I can't quite remember. It does something.
I think he's normal. I think he like grabs his throat or something and like throws him down, and there's just a bunch of scuffling.
Does he?
And then I
Okay.
think Josh Hartnett rips the fucking blade off of the
Paper cutter. And then I remember that scene.
dope,
It's like
yeah.
a slow-mo ripping.
The bolt flies off.
And he slices off like two of his fingers.
Yeah.
Like his pinky and his like ring finger. Then like they fall on the ground and they start crawling.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of a sudden every part of you is like a little alien bit now.
Yeah.
And it's like crawling. Everybody's like, oh, he's definitely an alien. And it's got the string shit coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling. And yeah, then there's some more battling. It's really only like Zeke. It's like, what are you guys doing? They're just standing there, bro. Like, help me out with this alien, dog. Fuck, we could overpower him. And then he stabs him in the eye with the drug pen. Damn, I wish I could remember what the hell they called it. It's fucked up. Stabs him in the eye with that shit. Kind of foaming a little bit, right? And then, is that it? It starts to work, and he falls over, and then it starts to really work. And he's like
disintegrate,
foaming out. Yeah, and then he's just fucked up, and I think his body does it start to like disintegrate? No,
I'm trying to remember. I know later on. I know the principal. Well, I guess that's different because she gets a shit ton of it, but. Or maybe he's just laying there with just covered in foam and blood and mucus.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
remember.
And it's called scat.
Scat.
You got any scat? Yeah. Then at this point, they start to realize everything's really happening. Right? Everything's kind of weird. It's really moving forward now, and I don't remember. Like, what do they do after that?
I think they go to Zeke's garage because they're just like, we need to get the fuck out of here. And like as they're leaving the school, like all the students are like looking at him, which is weird because if that is true, because the way the movie portrays it is that all of the kids are now turned. But I'm like, if they're all turned, why are they still going to class? Why aren't they just taking over the town at that point? I mean, you have the numbers.
And they're at this point they're calling like all the kids systematically into the office. Yeah. She's giving an ear exam. Every time they bring someone in, they close the door.
Yeah, it's always the face. Oh my god!
One time it hits him in the face. They're too close. Back up. And I like that. It's like the explanations in this are so good. They're systematically picking the kids. They just know all this. Their hypotheses are always so fucking great and so perfect. It's like they're starting with the most influential staff and students, like the football players, so they can use their influence. It's like, does that matter? What? And it's like, aren't you glad you stopped playing football? It's like, and they're doing all that. They go back to the scat lab, baby. One of the few times we're gonna leave the school. Scat lab. It's like a fucking Walter White meth lab.
Yeah.
Just to crush up caffeine pills and put them in a pen. It's got like shit bubbling. It's like, oh, that's your secret ingredient. It's just a bunch of caffeine pill boxes. He's like, don't tell anybody. So what do you do? And some other household things. Like, so
he's got a lab rat.
Oh yeah, dude, that was fucked. He's got a fucking lab. Sorry, Johnny. Whatever the fuck his name was, Ralph. So somehow, again, they science and figure out, oh yeah, okay, so what do they have? They have one of the little amoebas from Jon Stewart somehow. I don't remember how or when they took it. I don't even remember them taking it, but they have one. They take it back to his lab where he's got a full-on, it's not just a meth lab, it's a fucking science lab. You know, he's got fucking tools for dissection, like fucking his own microscopes and shit. It's ridiculous. And your parents are home? They're never home. They're in Europe, I think. I'm alone, man. That's why I make scat. And yeah, so what does he do? Oh yeah, he drops a bit of water on it because they know that much, uh, and then it brings it back to life, and he brings it over to his lab rat. And says, "Sorry, Ratty," and drops it in there, and it goes in his ear, and then you could tell it's infected,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Okay, I just wanted to make sure that worked," and then he reaches in there, snaps its neck, I guess. But as we've seen from other parts of the movie, that doesn't work, right? I don't think.
I think it actually dies. So I think there's a point where he dissects it and he deducts that like the reason why it couldn't sustain the rats because they need like a water living or with a organism that has a lot of water in its and rats didn't have that, so it died or something. Because I remember he had like dissected it and he's like, oh, it didn't.
Yeah,
last
but
because the I don't
but
know.
he broke its neck. He reaches in and you hear, and he says, "Sorry."
Oh yeah,
Like,
you're right.
and then he starts dissecting it. It was dehydrating the rat because like injuries don't kill them.
Yeah.
You know, they've been shot in the head and all this other shit. It's like the only thing is to kill the actual like parasite in them, and they're so that was all kind of weird. And he opens it up and he pulls out the and it's just big, just the big parasite like out of the middle of the rat, like taking up the whole inside of the rat. It's like ginormous. And yeah, it wasn't wet enough. Isn't the human body like 70% water? He's right. He's right. Fuck, they're using our water against us. And that's why the scat killed science teacher Jones. And I don't remember his name. What the fuck was the science teacher's name? Anyways, that's why the scat killed John Stewart, because my product is a diuretic. It expels water. It's like, watch. And then he pours the scat on like the corpse, and it just. So then they figure that out. So scat is a perfect alien killer. Oh. So we got to go back to the school and we got to start administering stat. And,
oh yeah, not before we rip off the thing with the blood test.
Yeah, I was getting to that.
Yeah.
I was getting to that, but before we go back, any one of us could already be an alien.
This is where the paranoia. This is like my favorite part of these type of movies. Is I like the paranoia of this kind of stuff because you don't know who's telling the truth, I love that kind of shit in these kind of movies. But yeah, they do the same thing from the thing.
It seems like most hosts had a drastic emotional change. They weren't quite the same. All of a sudden, the pretty girl starts wearing her glasses again and hasn't done her makeup or hair in 3 days.
Some of the reasoning is so fucking ridiculous.
And it's his girlfriend, kind of.
Yeah.
Hey, man, what about you? The star jock quits the football team and all of a sudden doesn't care about sports? What about you, new girl? Seems pretty convenient that you just happen to show up right when all this is happening. What brought you to... Is it Ohio?
Ohio? Yeah, Ohio.
What brings you to Ohio? Like it's ever the child's idea to move the family. I decided Ohio was better for my upbringing.
My parents, yeah.
So my parents had to get new jobs and move out here. And she's like, "I wasn't my fault. I didn't choose to come to Ohio."
I don't remember what Casey's thing was, but I remember.
I
don't
remember.
What is your problem?
And you have a camera, man.
Oh my god.
I don't remember what the goth chicks thing was either.
Yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was like something stupid. Like when did you start?
Oh yeah, all of a sudden,
something,
all of a sudden you like guys. She's like, "What? I seen the way you look at Stan. It's not true."
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. So, and then Hartnett's like, "We all got to take it, man. It's the only way to know." We all gotta take it, man. And he hands it to Stan. I think Stan's the first one. I don't do drugs. Well, that's perfect because this is just fucking caffeine pills I crunched up in a pen. This is not really a drug. Don't worry. I don't do drugs, man. I used to be the captain of the football team, bro. Well, you're doing this one. You're doing it. Ah, fine, man. And then he snorts it. And then it's funny, like they're high, just
Giggly.
you know, I'll get giggly. Was it after that or right then where somebody's like, I think he's fucked up, man. He's tweaking, man. Let him tweak.
Yeah.
Let him tweak, bro. He's tweaking on scat. Let him tweak.
I love how like Zeke's we all gotta take it, and then someone's like, your turn. He's like, no, I don't get high on my own stuff. It's like, you're the one that said we all gotta take it. What?
I don't get high on my own supply. You got to. Fuck, man. You're making me break my rules. That's fucking the first rule of the 10 Crack Commandments.
Yep.
by Biggie Smalls, dog. Never get high on your own supply. So he takes it. Goth chick takes it. And then we're down to everyone's taking it. And then we're down to hot chick Delilah and new chick Mary Beth.
Mary Beth, yeah.
And I can't take it. Remember, I'm allergic. You're allergic. Oh, I'm allergic to Tylenol. I'm probably allergic to you're not. You don't fucking get to say you're allergic because you're allergic to. Oh, I'm allergic to peanuts. Don't dare give me a fucking, a banana.
Oh my god.
Oh, what the fuck? I might be allergic to that too. Who knows? One does not correlate. If I'm allergic to shellfish, I'm probably allergic to everything you can be allergic to. That's so ridiculous. I'm allergic to that. To scat? You've never taken it. Just try it. Well, I'm sorry. You may be allergic, but you're fucking taking it. You remember he's like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, you're taking it.
We're taking it.